Hang, Sangria, this is your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, is DJ EFN.
And this is Drink Champs Radio, where every day is New Year's. What the hell, you're not saying that? Every day is New Year's. And
or your birthday,
or your birthday. And we got our first hip-hop legendary guest. Our first guest because we had a basketball player, but now we got
two legends in a row.
Two legends in a row. We only doing legends. No new niggas can come on here. No. You got to pay your dues before you get to Drink Champ podcast, okay?
Yeah.
Who do we have in the building?
Fat Joe. Make some motherfucking noise,
Yeah. What's up, y'all? What's going on, brothers? What's going on?
What's going on, my brother? Last night, I got a chance to be in your studio session. And you and Remy Ma actually done an album.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Crazy, though.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah. You humble. I don't have to be humble for you. I'm going brag.
Hold up. People like us, we weren't there. So when you say they did an album together, what do you mean by that?
Like an
album. What does that mean?
It's a complete album.
Together, or is it you executive produce her album?
No, me and her.
Wow.
Back and forth.
Wow.
Shit crazy.
I was amazed. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard Remy's mixtape. I didn't think that was Remy Ma. Like, what I mean by that is I didn't think she felt comfortable with the mixtape. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I heard her with you,
she came home from jail 6 years.
Right.
And everybody and their mother ran at her. Mm-hmm. And you know, she has certain loyalties to like certain producers that she been fucking with for years.
Right.
So everybody was running at her and she was just like, all right, so this is hot. I don't think she really even knew what was hot.
Right.
So what was crazy was, you know, we all know rapping is like riding a bike. Like, you know, we know she nice as shit. She just gotta get in pocket.
Of course.
And be produced right. So, you know, that mixtape.
So let me just stop you right there. Do you feel like you kind of, even though you probably didn't touch no buttons, but you felt like you produced this though?
Because I produced this.
100%.
1,000,000%.
It's like if Lean Back had babies.
Oh shit.
That's what I felt like. It was like
the whole project?
But you know how perfect that record is, like how it hit the moment of not just New York City, but that's what the whole album felt like. It felt like so I kind of felt like you produced it, although I produced it. Yeah, it's hard.
Whole shit.
It's hard, and she sounds.
So
amazing.
what happened was I was on the couch when she gave me the go ahead.
Okay.
You know, usually.
But how did this happen? How did the talk happen? Are y'all doing this?
Well, me and her, we was just, you know, before she even came out, we talked on the phone. We squashed whatever beefs we had or whatever the case may be. I never really had beef with Remy.
Right.
And then, so when she came home, we started going to dinner, lunch. Like, she would just call me up, yo, where you at? I'm like, I'm in the Bronx. She'd come over, eat, and we just brother and sister shit.
Right.
And then she told me, she was like, you ready to get it in? And I was like, yo, I've been waiting. I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to push you. I saw what... I don't know, Remy's bugged out, so I don't want this podcast, her to hear this and get mad at me.
Right.
But, you know, like, I saw how niggas was pulling her when she first came home. Like, niggas, you know, 2 days after she come home for 6 years, Swiss Beats got a record with her, this one. Now everybody was tugging on her.
She came home like the female Tupac. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, like the female Tupac.
Okay.
So I'm sitting back like, I know what's best, but, you know, it's nothing I could do. Let her do what she got to do. Do what she got to do. So as soon as she told me, I was like, yo, like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, I knew that was supposed to happen a long time ago.
But it was presented to you as a whole project at first, or just a couple of records?
No, what happened was she said, we did the BX Fight Club. So that's the only time I performed with Remy in all those years. So they had me. I did a favor for Hov and them, and I brought her out.
When you say Hov.
Yeah, that's crazy by itself.
You can't just say that.
BX Hov.
Okay, but the homie, BX Hov.
Okay. I Hov her for the streets.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Big up the BX Hov. I know exactly. Yeah.
So I came out there.
We had to.
So I had to. So I went over there and I did it. The Bronx was in there deep, and I brought out Remy as a surprise. And you know, just the smiles in people's eyes. And what I always say is people like Fat Joe a lot, and people like Remy Ma a lot. They love Fat Joe and Remy
together.
So it was just different. Like, I'm looking at the crowd, she's rocking, I'm looking at her. So afterwards, when I walk into the car, she's like, yo, man, it's different, man. Like, these people they love to see me with you. It's different, Joe. I'm telling you, I've been performing everywhere. It's different when I stand with you. I said, so what are you saying? You know, you want me to get to it? She's like, all right. So then I sat on the couch and, you know, it had to be perfect. Like, I view us, and I don't want niggas to kill me, but like a Jay-Z, Kanye West, like a Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, like a, you know, you gotta realize the last record we put out went 47 weeks #1.
Which was?
Lean Back. Woo. So
just throw that out there. Come on, everybody makes a noise for the goddamn 47 fucking weeks on the fucking chart. Hold on. For God's sake. Go ahead.
So, you know, that shit was like, that shit was like #1 record for 9 years and 9 months. And,
I remember.
And the nigga who beat us was Flow Rider, Low.
Low.
So, like...
He beats everybody.
Yeah, he beat me. Like, we almost had the song of the decade, Rolling Stone
No, you
magazine.
had the song of the decade in the hood. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That's for sure.
For sure.
Right.
So, you know, when I came to fuck with this, I was like, all right, this shit got to be incredible. She knew that too. So I sat on the couch. It usually take me a month. It took me like 9 months. And I ain't gonna lie, you know me and you my brother, and he called me the Puerto Rican Puff Daddy.
It's a fact.
This nigga's crazy,
for years.
Right? For years.
Okay.
So I actually was confused. So this was the first time in my life that I made a project that I was actually challenged. Like, I was like questioning myself. Because I wanted it to be so perfect that I was like, oh shit. So the problem is, we come from a different era. Right? And we got Fat Joe, Remy fans. But yet and still, we want to make music that's relevant with these young niggas too. But not sound crazy. Like not do the picking my bookers. We don't want to do that shit, right? But we want to do music that a DJ...
Somebody out there's going to put a record called Picking Your
right
Bookers
now.
Right now. Somebody's going to take that
seems
right now.
natural to
Picking
you.
Your Bookers.
Yeah.
It still feels natural to you.
That feels like Joe Crack, Remy Ma, but we could turn that bitch up and fucking Rolex KOD right now. That's hard. Like, really hard. Like, I'm telling you, I know everything about music. Like, I mean, like, I don't know how to explain it to you in any other way. It's like...
Fuck it, answer the call in the interview.
Hey, yo, Rich, I'm in the interview.
Drink champs.
I'm in the interview. I'll call you back.
Can you give me some wine?
So listen,
it's
the nigga turned around. Nigga N.O.R.E stupid. So the nigga turned around. It was hard to do, N.O.R.E. So it's almost I had to become a chemist. So not only was I on the couch, I was in all the clubs, like day and night.
Before you started this project, you saying?
While I was doing it.
Okay.
So I went to Toronto for a weekend and went to 20 clubs and sat there. And most of the shit they was playing, I ain't even know it. I went to Washington Heights, sat in every club every night.
Sushi Mambo.
To see what they doing, Sushi Mambo. I went to the Brooklyn, to Queens, to the strip clubs, to the everywhere to hear what the fuck was going on.
All strip clubs now in New York City is only in Queens. I just want to throw that out there. Continue your story, sir. Go ahead.
Well, I was in George's Diner last week.
I know, you told me that.
And I was looking for you on Snapchat.
That was hard.
That was hard. So, I'm chilling, right? So, the long story short, I wanted it to be perfect. I still want it to be perfect. And it was a hard thing to do. So, you know, the fact with Remy, you know, even Papoose, he turned around and he was like, yo, Joe, he was like, you know, he said, so I'm telling Remy, yo, come to Miami. Come to the studio. Come on, let's rock out. So she got a husband now. She ain't my little sister, you know, back of the tour bus. She could just leave. She got a fucking family, a husband. So I don't know what's going on. So I gotta go to New York and turn up with her and be like, all right, I rented the studio. Right. Let's go. Let's lock in. Come down. Right? So by the second day, the nigga Papoose said, yo, Joe, you know what? I said, what? He said, man, my bag. I said, what you mean? He said, because, you know, it's my wife. She's telling me she got to go to Miami and stay for 2 weeks or 3 weeks with Joe. I'm like, what the fuck that sound like, right? So, no, he's serious.
Make some noise for Papoose. That's some real shit.
So, but he was like, yo, I've been in here with you 2 days. He's like, the shit you bring out of her, the shit y'all niggas get from each other, I get it. Right. Y'all gotta be with each other. Is crazy. Yeah. The chemistry's crazy. Y'all gotta be with each other. Y'all gotta turn up with each other. Right. So, you know, it was crazy. You know, we did her half in New York, and you know, we had Fred the Godson in the studio every day. You know, Papoose was chilling. She was there. So I just felt like we was just real well grounded. Right. With the musically.
So the whole project predominantly in New York City?
Nah, I produced it in Miami, and then I went up to New York to do Remy's half in New York City.
But wait, but from that research that you did when you was going to the different clubs and what did you get out of that? Did you get something?
No, I got I got
what you needed. Did you get out of that?
Yes, I did. I got a lot of literate shit of the universe of what's going on.
What did that bring to the project?
That brought the single.
Okay.
Single's called All the Way Up. So what happened was I was sitting.
Can I say who is featuring? Or
yeah.
Keep that. Featuring French Montana. My single off of Drunk Uncle is also featuring French Montana. So New York is just keeping it New York right now. Goddamn it. Make some noise for us being ourselves. Goddamn. Yo.
And shout out.
Studio audience.
Hold on.
Come on, you gotta make it.
We need to get the sign.
It's produced by Ed Exclusive, young up-and-coming producer out here in Miami. The nigga's incredible. He's the future. And also Infrared. Wrote the hook. So Infrared, you know, that's my brother.
The drunkest man in America.
The drunkest
guy in America. Let's keep it real
straight. He'll beat any drunk nigga in the world.
This is Drink Champs Radio. We keep it real.
I love him. So I was in Washington Heights, and I was just studying the crowd. See, when I go to clubs, it's like being in college.
Right.
I watch and see what the bitches like. I see what the niggas like. I see how niggas feel. The drug dealer nigga, the broke nigga. I'm just watching everything. So I'm sitting there. You might be thinking, yo, this nigga Joe Crack is either full of himself or, you know, he's arrogant or what the fuck is wrong with him? But I'm sitting there. I'm studying everything. Right. Every movement popping. So that when I go in the studio, that's how I created Make It Rain. That's how I created Lean Back. And all my hits is like, I study it, and then when I get in the lab, I can just see the whole, it's like I'm in the club. Right. So I know what it is, and I realize that these niggas want to say, I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. That's what they want to say standing on a couch at a club. So shit incredible, man.
That's crazy.
Now, what are y'all gonna call the project? Is it Fat Joe, Remy Ma?
Well, we're gonna debut the title right now, and I hope niggas don't jack us. Should I debut it now?
I think I deserve that.
Yeah.
I've been your friend for 20 years.
Dream Champs.
Come on, let's do it.
Well, the name of the album is called Plata So Plomo.
Holy shit. That's that Pablo Escobar shit, right? Okay.
So the name of the album is called Plata So Plomo.
That's hard. Damn,
that shit needs to be on Narcos already.
Money or bullets. You know what I'm saying? However you want it.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got a problem paying, but if you front, you know what's coming.
But it's not a group name, though.
No,
it's gonna be Fat Joe.
Don't do the group name. Yeah, don't do the group
Fat Joe featuring Remy or Remy featuring. It's brotherly love, nigga. It's both of us.
Now y'all thinking about
both
doing
our album
independent or
we are independent. Everything 100%. I put out the last 9 years been independent. Make It Rain went number 3 in the country.
Talk about it. Make some noise for fucking
Make It. I Won't Tell went number 3. I'm independent. Another Round number 3 independent. Everything I do, I've been independent.
All right, you off Snapchat duties now because I need you with the whistle. You're not a good guy right now. Listen, come here.
No, that's my guy. Cut it out.
Let's do another song.
Snap is popping right now. That's what I got to tell you.
Snap is popping right now.
Yo, Snap is popping. This nigga. He got my snap.
Hey, leave my little nigga low.
Yo, he got his snap. And yo, right now, the whole
Snap is watching.
The whole interview's on Snapchat. It's not just exclusive.
N.O.R.E's a bully. He's picking on the littlest guy here. Hey,
this is my guy right here.
Snaps is watching. Snaps is watching.
Listen, you have duty when you're down with our crew, whether you're small or big. Everybody has a job that's around.
I love
you know what I'm saying?
The vibe of your crew. I love how everybody's team spirited.
Yeah.
But you've always maintained that. Whether you was fucking with niggas from the Bronx, Queens, wherever, you know, you such a real guy, such down to earth that, you know, niggas cling to you and they love you. So everybody play their position. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know, with me, people don't realize, you know, I was always number 2 and then was forced to go number 1. So now how I can explain that to you, when I came up in the streets, my guy Tony Montana, he was number 1. Terror Squad.
I always see rest in peace.
So Joe Crack was vice president type shit. You know, he was the live wire, and I come up in there after he do some crazy shit, clean it up, right? So then, you know, and then when he passed, my brother was number 1. And I always maintained number 2. So I always was cool being number 2. Right. So then when I started rapping and this Fat Joe, and then I bring Pun in the game, and I realized that Pun is 100 times better than me.
You fell into that role again.
I fell right into number 2. I was like, yo, let's hope I'll hold the door for this nigga. I ain't got a problem.
Let me ask you something that I always wondered. So you met Remy through Pun?
Yes, sir.
So Pun had Remy.
She is Big Pun's artist.
Because I remember Pun. I remember Pun. You know Pun is retarded.
I was so jealous.
God bless.
I was so jealous because it wasn't too many crews where you had a nigga as nice as Pun, and then you had a bitch that was like the nicest bitch in the game. So he was like, yo, twin, I want you to hear this girl I signed. I'm like, all right. So I see her. She had the leather vest. I can never forget that shit. And then she just went off for like 10 minutes straight, and that's what she was saying. I shoot the air bubble out your sneakers. I'm uncas. And she was just going. I was like so jealous, man. I was sitting there like, oh my God. Why? My head was saying why I didn't find her, why I didn't find her. So then after she rocks, Pun hits me, yo, twin, you know, she your artist, twin. Like, you know, she signed to me, but we signed to you.
What was his label? He had a label?
It was Terror Squad the whole time, but he discovered her first.
Right.
He's trying to say, yo, he signed her, he discovered her, but he's like, yo.
He's like the A&R.
Yo, Joe, it's coming to you anyway, nigga, but I'm just saying, I want to say she's my artist. I'm like, all right, my nigga, thank God. And, you know.
But you did a deal with her after Pun passed, or
Nah, while Pun was alive.
while Pun was alive. Oh, okay, wow.
We did the deal with her, but while Pun was alive. You know Pun better. You know what I'm saying? Most loyal, realest nigga in the world. We don't just say that because he's dead. Because some niggas dead piece of shit. You know, Pun was one of the most loyalist niggas in the world, but most fun. I mean, the way I say it is like, you know, I was the youngest kid in my house. You know what I'm saying? I never had a younger brother. So Pun was like the young brother I never had, and I was like the big brother he never had. And immediately, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like a relationship. You know, in order to make a marriage last, it's like you really got to sign in. Mentally and heart-wise. You got to really say, yo, no matter what happens, I want to stay with this woman for the rest of my life.
Make some noise for that, goddammit. Goddammit, clap your hands for that, goddammit. Come on, Joe. We're going to get romantic later. We're going to get romantic.
I'm just saying.
But let's
not get romantic.
That's commitment.
It's just like, yo, nobody's stopping this shit, right? And it's the same thing with like, you know, with me and Pun. You know, after I heard him rhyme for the first time, he sat in my car and he immediately, I don't know how and why, but he was telling me shit I wouldn't tell N.O.R.E now about myself. And that's my brother. Like, I could go to war with N.O.R.E. Like, I would really kill for N.O.R.E. He'll kill for me. I would not tell him some personal shit in my family growing up and all that. So 5 minutes later, I'm riding with the nigga. This nigga's telling me the deepest shit I ever heard. And I'm sitting there with him. I'm thinking to myself, you know, I'm a street nigga. I'm like, why is this nigga telling me all this shit? Right? So I'm sitting there like this. So I knew his life story. The first 20 minutes after I left him, I met him. I already knew everybody.
Let me ask you something because we're in there. Like, like Tata, right? Had Jay-Z's boy had brung me Rihanna, right? And I had the joint Boricua Morena, and he said, "Yo, she wants to do this record, right? She wants to do it like Barbados
We got a
and
bunch
all
of
that."
this shit.
And listen, check what I said. But she wanted 15 bands. I had $1 million budget at the time. I said no, right? I said no. I passed on that. Did you know the minute you met Pun that this was the next dude?
Oh no, he was gone.
I'm talking about, but was it instant or like?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know music probably more than anybody.
Right.
It's just the truth. If this industry wasn't scared of me for being such a gangster nigga,
I
would be the president of everything.
Yes.
Nobody really know more than me. Every time they turn around and they give a nigga a new job, I put it on blast. The minute they gave Joey IE president of Interscope, he picked the phone up, called me and said, "I learned everything from you, my brother. Please, you don't even understand. Everything I know is because of you. Everything like niggas get presidents and I studied you my whole life. You are the smartest nigga in here, but they scared of me, so they won't give me that position. Don't know why, because I'm the nicest nigga in the world.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So when I met Pun, and the nigga started rapping, so all right, the scene is, I told it 1,000,000 times, I don't want to tell shit on your shit that I told everybody, but I'm going to just say it because we family. So I go, you know, I was one of the only him being another one too, so I can't stunt on him. But I'm one of the only rappers that actually was rich, actually was gold already, and was still in my hood like I live in apartment 5E. Like literally. Hold
on, everybody, you better make noise for this. I am also from apartment 5E.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I study hip hop. Jay-Z was also from apartment 5E.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That means we in a project, nigga.
We gotta bring. He's from Miami now.
No. I know literally what that means. I'm saying, is there a hidden meaning behind all that?
No, we're gonna ask Illuminati.
We're
gonna ask Illuminati.
That's what I mean.
We gotta ask
universal meaning.
And first off, let me also make some noise for my brother K. You know, Raekwon's brother. He runs the whole Wu-Tang. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! He's here.
I ain't see the dog.
Yo, K. Excuse me. Somebody get that man a drink. Somebody get that man a drink. We ain't got no brown. We ain't got no brown, okay?
Yo, K, I know you called me and I told you I had it, but nobody never gave me my sneakers, my purple.
I got one on you.
He called me first.
Wait, hold on. We gotta get it.
He called me. I told him I'm gonna go pick it up.
Let me tell you something.
Could I still get them or they gone?
Make sure you get a pick.
Listen, Fat Joe. Let's go straight. I'm glad you brung it to here. Are you the sneaker king? And if you are you above Khaled? Because I felt like you put Khaled on.
No,
and
Khaled can't fuck with me.
Okay, I needed to understand that. Okay.
Let's be clear.
But you put him on because the way...
I put him on to the sneaker game. You know, he's my brother. He's coming up under the culture. He's just... Khaled is like a Fat Joe on steroids. You know what I'm saying? So he's been with us.
Even more than steroids.
Yeah, he's on extra drugs.
Yeah. He's on shit they ain't even
I knew that when I went and got him his record deal at Koch. I started at Relativity with Alan Grumblatt.
That's right.
So we didn't really even have no music or nothing like that. So when Khaled kept bothering me like, yo, I want to do this album, I said, fuck it, nigga, let's go to New York, right? So we went up in there, and the first thing I told Alan Grumblatt, I said, you don't understand. This nigga's incredible. He's a hit maker, and he's Fat Joe on steroids.
Did Alan Grumblatt pay?
So Alan, of course, but Alan Grumblatt, no. The Alan Grumblatt,
he don't want to ask.
He just went off of what I told him.
Right. Oh, okay.
It was. He just went off of me hyping him up, telling him like he wanted to be in business with Fat Joe so much that he turned around and was like, "Yo, this nigga Joe never lied to me," and it was the best thing he ever did in his life.
Right.
Did Alan Grumblatt pay
the royalties? Back pay? No.
I never got royalties
I
from Koch.
know that. I already know the answer. Nobody gets them. He is a good guy. A little bit.
I put out something from Koch. I never got it.
Yeah, you know, nobody gets royalties from Koch.
But maybe we didn't deserve it. I don't know.
We got to start a royalty committee.
We got to start something. So now let's get back to the sneaker thing. Because I feel like you're my brother, right? You've always been. If I have to say one of the best people I ever met in my life, Fat Joe is there.
Smart guy.
Not
blow a whistle.
Oh, that blow some noise for that. I feel like whatever connect you ever had, I'm always at liberty to that. Except your sneaker connect, my brother. You has never offered that. Yo, you can ask Fat Joe for a missile. He'll give you his Uzi, man. Yo, every time he get a pair of kicks, I just always watch his feet. I'm like, he's advanced. You have Michael Jordan's number on speed dial. Is this what happens?
I don't have Michael Jordan's number on speed dial, but
right. Cause I feel like you be cheating. You got your connect is cheating connect. It's a cheat code.
It is a cheat code.
It's a cheat code.
It is, but I deserve it because I've been committed to this shit forever. Before it was cool to be a sneakerhead, I was a sneakerhead. You know what I'm saying? So they know my dedication. I love
sneakers. I'm not a sneakerhead. Like you, I gotta give it to Khaled. Khaled. Who else?
Clark Kent.
There's a guy named Mayer.
Mayer's incredible.
No. Wale hasn't made my mathematics yet. He's my guy.
Clark Kent's in there.
Clark Kent is a god.
You know, he's a god.
He has his own sneaker at Nike, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he has a couple.
He's he put it down, legends.
Now, if somebody offered you their own sneaker, I know you did you have like a Stephon Marbury sneaker?
Yeah, we did one for the community, very cheap, right. Give it to the kids.
But now Kanye is killing them. If you would have your own sneaker line, like, what would you do it with?
It would be the hottest shit in the world. But that's what we aspire to be.
Who would you pick?
I mean, I wouldn't say it because
the competitors might listen.
Yeah.
He's very smart, man. God damn it. Make some noise for Fat Joe always doing business. God damn it. Yeah, his sneaker connect. He'll tell me everything. So now let's just rewind on everything. Probably the most fun I ever had traveling was when Triz was hot. It's not. Everybody's getting scared. It's pretty great.
Yeah, everybody's scared of those.
But the Triz Nathaniel days was awesome.
I can't talk about that.
I didn't say you were going to talk about it. I didn't even ask the question. It was just a statement. It was just. But Triz is played out. Is that bad or is that good for the community?
What do you mean?
Triz is played out. People don't run Triz.
That's good for the community.
I believe so. Everybody makes some noise for Triz being dead. I'm gonna tell you when I can see you chilling. I'm gonna tell you when I stopped running Triz. This is my personal story, right? I had two. I always had two, right? I always did that. That was cool. But then one day I had three, right? So I was like, all right, cool. I bust like 5 nuts, and they still wanted more. I felt defeated.
Oh, you felt defeated.
I felt defeated.
All right, well, what's different? Well,
okay.
You confusing both.
Okay.
Right?
Talk about
Triz means like niggas running the train on a bitch.
Oh, like one broad mad dude.
Menages is always in style.
No, okay, that's right.
Menage is always in style. And you're tested as a man because one thing I notice about women is that they can never have enough.
Right. If you do it right.
No, you can never have enough. Like you can never they can never really tell you realistically and from the bottom of their heart, yo, I'm tired, I quit.
Right.
They can keep going forever.
You're gassing me up. Like I had a couple.
They lying to you. They lying.
Had a lot quit on me. I don't know. Maybe. What happens hopefully, but that day I felt like the man.
They might have been lying to you.
They go from like, yo, they want to get pleased. Nah, this shit is work. This nigga's fucking me 7 hours. Right. I'm working. Like I need a salary for this shit right here.
You tired them out.
Triz is the trains. Menage is a different thing. It's always a beautiful time for Menage.
I'm going to give you a story one time. I never put this out, this footage. I actually have it on footage, 100%.
Jesus Christ.
Tony Sunshine.
Oh, my God.
Big Pun. This is how you know Big Pun was one of the greatest individuals in life. Puff Daddy pays me for a Little Jerome. You remember Little Jerome back in the days? Well, Little Jerome did a Blood Money beat. So Puff Daddy, he never pays good, but he pays. He never pays good, but he pays. It's great. Puff hits me, says, yo, N.O.R.E, I need you to do this, put a room. So I'm like, all right, cool, but you're like, it's all one fee. Because, I was like, all right, I'll do that for the song and then for the video. He's like, no, It's not how Puff Daddy rolls.
Yeah.
It's all 1 feet, N.O.R.E.
Puff Daddy like a black Jew.
But you gotta do it. You gotta do it because he's Puff Daddy, and
you're never gonna front on Puff Daddy.
You can't front on Puff Daddy.
Because you want to go to his house for New Year.
Yes.
That makes up for everything.
Yes, for everything. So Puff hits me and goes, all right, so now I'm shooting a little Jerome video. This is the Carbon. You remember the Carbon.
I remember Carbon well.
So Pun got Puff at the Carbon. So Pun says, yo, call N.O.R.E. Let's tell N.O.R.E. to come over here. So now Pun got Puff fucked up. Earlier today, Puff was like, make sure you're on time, please, N.O.R.E. We don't have this kid, don't got a budget. Pun makes Puff call me. He goes, yo, come over to the Carbon, nigga. What you at? I said, you sure you want me to leave your video? Then Puff is like, yo, Pun, what the fuck? This nigga's shooting my video. We just told him to leave. So I said, yo, Pun, come over here. Pun comes over here. He brings Tony Sunshine, and I forget what other 2 dudes, but I have it on camera. 100%. You remember I used to run around with the camera?
Yeah.
So,
you was ahead of time.
I was ahead of time. Shit. I was blogging before it was called blogging.
You was blogging.
So Pun comes, and these 2 chicks, they see him. He's like, yo, Asian girl and a black girl, right? So I got my Bronx people with me, but I got my Queens people. They all know each other, right? All the hood niggas, right? They all know each other. So they're like, yo, we go in the van. Pun's like, kiss her. So these bitches never kissed. These bitches wasn't gay, nothing. It's on camera. I can 100% prove this. They kiss. Oh.
Somebody's wife now, moms of somebody.
Yeah, that's why I ain't put the footage out. That's why I ain't put the footage out, right? So whatever. Then we had a Queens versus Bronx fuck off. Like whoever bust first was the loser. But mind you, we're all in the van. You remember the van?
Crazy, the van. Yo, niggas was going crazy like a van-tastic.
Yeah, the van-tastic. Yo, my dude, and like it's like, yo,
niggas was putting in that work.
But you right next to you, so you shouldn't bust. The like niggas is like, yo, good head. Yo, hold it down. Niggas like, yo. Yo, I got the whole shit on film. So now,
Jesus Christ.
It was a wonderful day. It's a wonderful time. I don't know what Pun yelled to Tony Sunshine, right? But they went and they got the super squirters, right? This is 0 below degrees in New York City.
When they got the water guns?
Up the super squirters with the New York City snow. Oh. Now, I'm not talking about the fresh snow. I'm talking about the snow where you see yellow shit in there and you see the black shit in the snow. And they put the snow from the super squirter, waited till it melted. The bitches fucked the whole crew. Why do we have to do anything? As soon as they came out, they squirted the bitch. What the fuck? Yo, I have it on film.
That's when you quit.
And the bitches, this is back in the days, they didn't even care.
They was laughing.
They felt like, yo, fuck, yo. This is one of the wildest nights of my life.
This is a long time ago.
It's very long ago. I definitely...
Pun, I was the only nigga could control him, so he would be ducking me and shit.
Right.
Because the niggas calling me the cops. Cops was like, some niggas I was cool. They was like, yo, they gonna lock that nigga Pun up. I'm like, what? They say he's shooting old ladies coming out the
wait,
supermarket
crazy.
with the super soap.
Okay.
So they like, yo, nigga, we in the hood. He's the only nigga with a 600 gray Benz.
Right,
the window coming, and he's shooting old ladies with the shit down, the soaker. And niggas is like, yo, my nigga, he gonna go to jail for this. He gonna be on the news. So I go over there, gotta make a movie, scream at Pun as loud as you can scream, motherfucker, I'm telling you, nigga. Right. I ain't like, the nigga's crazy, man. He was crazy.
Nah, he was crazy, man. Rest in peace. He was well, you and Pun was my first friends in hip hop.
Damn,
he was the first friend.
That was Jose Luis, gotcha.
Yeah.
I was so gassed because the first shit he said was Jose Luis, gotcha. Holding guns.
That's all Latinos felt that way. All of us.
Let's keep it real. When
Joe
met me though, he was like, I'm not sure if he's Puerto Rican.
No, but when you said it didn't matter.
You gotta tell him the story.
He caught me.
Right.
I caught him. He was at the Puerto Rican parade, and I seen him. This is the first time, and I helped him up. It was like thousands of niggas around me, and I helped him up.
Yeah.
I don't smoke weed. My memory's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I helped the nigga up, and I was like, "Yo, what's up, nigga? Yo, we fuck with you, nigga. We was hype, right?" And then, but what he want me to get at is, he always said Spanish, but he be with black niggas and he looked black, so we never totally believed him. You know what I'm saying? Right, so one day I'm in Chicago and the nigga called me up. He's like, yo, you got a show at House of Blues? I said, yeah. He said, yo, my family want to come to the show. So I'm like, all right, no question. N.O.R.E, look, I'm staying at the hotel. Right. I'm in the hotel. Tell them niggas meet me in the lobby. I meet them. Nigga come over with the guayabera and sombrero. And the nigga's like, hey, Joe, my friend, I am N.O.R.E's brother. I'm like, what? This nigga like, papi, ya tú sabes. Yo soy el boricua, ya tú sabes. I was like, what the fuck? This nigga really Puerto Rican? I might have called 100 niggas. Yo, this nigga, he wasn't front. I'm looking at the Puerto Rican niggas right now. He's really Puerto Rican. Oh my God, the real Puerto Ricans came in Chicago, my nigga.
Right. Nah,
that was crazy.
That was very funny, man. That was very funny.
That was crazy, my nigga.
Yeah. So let me ask you something, right? Out of all, the thing about you is what people don't understand about you is you're actually a lyricist. Like you make party records. But even in your party record, like I told this, I said, Joe is one of my top friends of all time. But when it comes time to do a feature for me, he's like in the worst list. But not because he's not gonna do it, it's he takes his time with something. Like, you actually do. Like, I know you never diss me. Like, you my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ate in your crib on Thanksgiving. You ate in my crib all the time with our families.
Yeah,
you're my brother, so it's not. But you're like do you think you're a perfectionist?
Definitely a perfectionist with everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, the way shit move nowadays, niggas get mad at how I am because I like to roll it out right.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's key to a lot of shit. Right. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right, maybe I ain't the smartest nigga, but I want to make sure shit gets his buck for his money with everything we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, with these young kids I'm fucking with right now, they're the first niggas I fuck with in years. They got fire, and I'm still like, yo, we need more, we need more, we need more. Because you can't make a first impression twice. And then rap-wise, I ain't gonna lie to you, no matter who I rap with, I try to take their head off. It's just a fact. I gotta go in, and you know, you invite me, and it's very scared, because Fat Joe, because people probably don't think he's the best rapper in the world. But hold on, I'm just saying, people probably don't think I'm the best rapper in the world, but I'm like the Mexican nigga you don't want to fight in the boxing ring. You're not gonna stop. Because he's not going down. He's a hell of a fight. Like, he's one of them niggas that, you know, you scared to fight. You scared to fight him because you know he gonna go, you gonna have to kill this nigga in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is with raps, because when you invite me to it, you know, and the worst nigga was Pun. You know what I'm saying? What Pun was going for niggas' heads, man.
So since Pun died, who was like a person that you did a record with and you was like, man, let me be on my best game?
Everybody. Everybody. I tell my son that every day.
But it's not like just one person you was a little scared of?
Everybody. Everybody. Every time I go in the booth. All right, let me tell you a secret I'll tell you in front of the whole world that I never told nobody.
That's right, because the whole world listening. Make some noise for the whole fucking world listening. God damn it. I like how you threw that out there, Joe Crack. Thank you very much. The whole world is listening.
Every night, my whole career, every night I got in the studio, to this night, you know, I never know if I'm going to die when I leave the studio. So when I do my work in the studio, I go the hardest I could go in history when I work on my music, because if I die, I know that's the only thing that's going to remind people for years and years, 20, 30 years later, that I put it down. Now, if you want to say, Fat Joe, if you want me to tell you how I really feel, I feel like I'm one of the most underrated rappers of all time. And that's why I'm been in the game this long and I still make music.
Right.
And every time I'm like a little kid waiting for his father on Christmas. I'm waiting for niggas to finally give it up. And they act like it's luck that you've been in the game for 20 years. They act like it's luck that you put out 10, 15 top #5 records in the world, sold millions. They act like this shit like, yo, he's just a lucky nigga.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But it takes it takes, you know, dedication to that. So, like with this album with Remy, I'm spitting my ass off.
You're going hard.
And I'm like, all right, maybe this time
they'll
finally listen and be like, you know, because right now it's a little different for me. I'm a little older. You know what I'm saying? I'm a veteran. The young niggas don't look at me as a threat no more. I'm not saying physically. Right. They just don't look at me as like I'm their competition.
Right.
So now they're able to say, yo, my nigga, we love your shit. Right. You know, you a vet. Yo, we fuck with you, nigga. You a legend. Right. Before it was more like they were scared to tell me that because they felt like we were still competing. Right. The thing they don't know is that we really still competing.
Make some noise for that. God damn it. I love that attitude. Love that. Oh, I forgot.
We competing. So on this album right here, I'm spitting my ass off so that maybe, just maybe, niggas can look and listen to this album and be like, ooh, this nigga crazy.
Let me ask you one more. What's the one record that a producer played for you or brung you and you didn't fuck with?
Oh, you're crazy.
And
the record that you just said, Rihanna, you fucked up.
I fucked up.
My thing, well, you know, I put it out there that I could have signed Eminem 6 times.
No, I never heard this story.
Wow.
No, that's a fact.
No, I've never heard this story.
No,
you gotta give it to us.
It's out there.
For real?
Swear to God.
At what point? When
I was with Eminem, we was having dinner one day, and he was like, yo, Joe Crack, you know I gave you my demo 6 times. I said, what? This is after he's the... Hi, I'm
But you
Shady.
didn't remember
that.
I didn't remember.
For you? This is after the lean back?
Way before. So the nigga turned around and he was like, I gave it to you in How Can I Be Down? I gave it to you, Jack the Rapper. I gave it to you in Atlanta. I gave it to you in Jersey when I was with the Outsiders. He knew every time he gave me his demo. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I could have had Eminem. But the record, I sat in the house with Salam Remy, and he made Fuji La for me.
Oh shit!
The Fuji
La.
Ooh, la, la.
Yeah. And I sat there.
I'm trying to picture you. All right,
my nigga, I sat there.
I can't even.
No, he made it for me in his living room, and I was there with him for hours. And then he was like, "Yo, Joe." Like a week later, he was like, "Yo, Joe, you want this record?" And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Right. He was like, "You want this record?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And then it was Fuji La.
You know what my record was?
And I got another one bigger than that.
Let me just tell you, because I have the same exact story. Trackmasters was in the studio with me, and they made N.O.R.E, that fucking N.O.R E. Let's just y'all in, y'all wanna fuck with y'all. N.O.R E, that fucking N.O.R E. And I was like, yo, niggas in the hood gonna laugh at me.
That's our nigga.
Niggas gave me the whole. I told him I didn't want it, but I was still mad.
You probably wanted to vomit.
Yo, I'm
gonna tell you my story.
Right? Yeah, hit me.
See, Scott Storch and me, our chemistry was like, if I knew what I knew now, then I probably would have been the richest nigga in the world because I worked with Scott Storch 5 times. All 5 songs went #1 in America. Wow. It's just the bottom line. Every time I sat down with the nigga, we made a #1. Right? If I knew that now, I would have had 50 songs with Scott Storch at that time. I would have OD'd. I wouldn't have never left them. I would have been on a nigga, breathing on a nigga like, yo, Scott, let's do another one. Yo, Scott, let's do another, right? So I come and I make, what is it? Candy Shop. I made that beat. Do 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 do, and then and he was going out with Little Kim. So the way I make beats with Scotts is he could play whatever. So I would tell him boom, boom, bam, and bam, boom, boom, bam, and bam, boom. That's how I made Lean Back. Boom, boom, boom. He just did whatever I said. Like I could damn near beatbox it, and he played. So we made Candy Shop. The crazy shit is I don't want my wife to kill me, but we had Little Kim up in there moving. Like we was doing the beat to this bitch. So she was doing her little I'm like, yo, it gotta be more Arabic, nigga. We gotta do the Yo, my nigga, we got little Kim up in there doing the Arabic dance and shit. So then, the nigga, now I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Nobody, I don't even know if I can keep it too much a buck, but what I can say is, we did it, right? That was right after Lean Back. It would have been a humongous hit, and some of my niggas in my crew convinced me not to do it. They was like, ah.
That's what happened with me.
You know, sound like Lean Back, my nigga. You keep going with Scott Storch. I should have been like, yeah, nigga, every time I fuck with him, it's number one.
Golden child.
Nah, son, do this one. And I picked the other shit. I know you've been searching for someone. Instead of that shit. So Scott might have called me. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it a buck. Scott called me maybe 50 times in a row. I had no beef with 50 Cent.
Right.
So at that time, I had no beef with him at the time.
You know that was my next question.
So the nigga called me, let's just say 40 times. You sure you don't want that beat? Everybody says a hit, Joe. 50 Cent is in here right now. He wants to pay me whatever on earth for this shit. Are you sure, Joe? I won't give him the beat, Joe. This is your beat. Like, he would not stop calling. Like, are you sure, Joe? You don't want this shit? I'm like, nah, I don't want it. Yo, Joe, like, it was just OD, and I was like, nah, I'm good. That shit was like #1 in the universe.
After
it was you know.
So, he told you prior to him selling it. He told you before.
Oh yeah, he didn't give up the song.
Okay.
I told him I ain't want it.
Yeah, he hit him 50 times.
Jigga. You know what I'm saying?
And my artist, I wish I would have signed, would have to be hands down Pharrell. Like, I can't tell you that Pharrell told me to sign him, but he said, could you shop my beats? This is 100% a real story. I went to bring him to see Nas, because at the time, me and Nas was mad cool. Like, Nas, he didn't know how to roll. Like, so he would buy, he didn't know how to roll the blunt. I don't neither. I roll the worst blunts in the world, but we gonna smoke. Don't judge me. You know what I'm saying? So
shit could be curved and like
be fucked up. Yeah, I roll pregnant blunts. The shit, you know, uncircumcised shit. You know what I mean? But so he asked me to shop it, so I bring her to Nas, and he made "Ooh Baby You Want Me," "Ooh Baby You Want Me." I wanted that beat so bad. He said,
after you heard it,
he said, yo, I made it for Nas. I said, damn, I'm not a hater. He's my brother. I brung it to Nas. He actually played it. Nas loved it in the studio. As soon as he left, Nas said, yo, why your man's shirt so tight? Small word. Niggas ain't see my vision. Yo, I was discouraged because I was like, yo, I knew that. Like, this wasn't. Like, we made Super Thug dope, nigga. We got the #1 record
different.
in the country. Like,
his niggas doing way worse, different shit.
But he was the first one though. So yeah, and that would be my you know, because again, Pharrell, Chad, Rob Walker, they never said sign me, but they said shop my beats. So to me,
is the same. Shots like management.
You know, me and you, we fall from the same tree.
Right.
Where we helped a lot of people get recognition, get in the game, and all we wanted.
Spiff TV slept on my couch to meet Rick Ross in college.
But he also washed clothes.
We was happy.
He also washed clothes? Yeah, that's true.
Clothes.
Yeah, a little bit.
He washed what?
In New York City, he washed my drawers.
Stop.
I mean, I
was from Rikers Island at the time, Joe.
Let
me stop. That's my brother. That's my brother.
No, but it's true.
But yo, come on.
He had laundry duty.
Nah, let's not do that.
Come on, that's my brother.
Let's not do that. He's a good guy. Let's leave him
alone.
No,
it shows you the progression of
where you came from. Chris Lighty held great. Chris Lighty held. You gotta listen. You gotta.
It's true.
It's true.
It is true.
What are you talking about?
It's true. It's not disrespected. It is true.
Yo,
what are you talking about?
Like this.
He mopped my floors too. And he also brought
Surgeon General Fat Joe's not co-signing this disrespect.
It's not foul.
He also brought me a strip pole.
It's not foul.
He's my brother. He knows this. He knows this.
Why can't it be? If it's true,
Yo, stop.
He'll say
if it's true, why can't it?
You got it off. Guys, you got it off.
He'll say
Stop.
this to you.
You said it. Stop. Y'all niggas are crazy. Yo, you gonna... Yo.
You already don't like me anyways.
Oh, no, come on.
No,
stop.
I don't think, but I'm just saying.
Smith is a piece of shit, but he's my brother. You know, he's my brother.
We got a lot of piece of shit brothers.
Piece of shit brothers. You got a lot of people. You got a lot of people.
I got a lot of pieces.
It's that cousin you like. You're not kind. It's like whatever, but it's still family.
Yeah,
you gotta find you gotta find the good in people, the negative.
That's what my father used to say. My father used to say, when you see people, see the good in them first, and then you see the bad.
Yeah, you know, I got an uncle. He lies a lot. Like he's a pathological liar. Like if it's summer, he'll tell you it's winter. You know, like the nigga just lying, like right in your face.
We have lots of friends
like a nigga just won't stop lying to the point of you like, yo, you cannot be serious about this. Like you're lying. Like and I gotta pull him to the side. But the new thing I do with him, because he's my uncle.
Right.
He's my blood. I love him. One of my favorite, you know. Now when he lies, I'll be like, yo, N.O.R.E, he's lying. Like, no, I'll tell you in his face. He knows my new shit is to really try to stop him from lying is like, oh no, he's lying. We didn't go there. We just came from, this nigga's lying. All right, no, I love him. He's really my uncle. Don't look at him crazy because he really is my uncle. He's a fucking liar. It's simple.
Let me ask you a question. What's that?
And he has so much great qualities
thank you,
to him.
other than the lie.
So
if he didn't lie all the time, he'd be the best nigga in the world.
So let me
Can I
ask
get
you a
some
question.
water, shorty, please? No disrespect.
It's actually not water.
Yeah, it's not water, Joe. Come on, you're killing us.
Give
Drink
me
champ.
some Jesus juice.
yeah, get some water. Get some water.
Agua, nigga.
So like
Agua diente.
Me and you, we have a lot like the same thing. We're good people. We see the good in people.
We just want everybody to win, and we hope that when they do win, they don't forget where they came from, and they will always be there for us.
Which is
and
most
so a nigga like you, N.O.R.E's so full of shit, bro.
Yes, tell him.
N.O.R.E goes, he says, all right, come to my podcast. 1 minute, all right, N.O.R.E, I'm here. He comes in the studio last night, stops the studio, right? And starts playing music and starts telling everybody how I'm his best friend in the world, but I'm the worst nigga to ask for a verse in his life. But he subliminally left the track there, threw the battery in my back to where today, guess what I'm going to be recording? N.O.R.E's song.
That's right. Because you listen. Again, I know I said it earlier, but I feel like we should praise people while they're here.
Oh,
Joe has always been there for me, just for people that know. I'm talking about in the worst of the worst, the best of the best, in between. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I say that too. Like I remember like Ja's my brother. But it was rough being a Ja Rule
I remember you
friend at one point. I remember walking with Ja Rule in the mall and people going, G-Unit! And running, though. But this is before Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now, people would do it like this. But I remember one time, like, we were hanging out, and I was going to the mall. He was like, well, I ain't doing shit. But mind you, he's the biggest. Like, I'm okay. I can walk around Dolo, right? I'm okay.
Yo, N.O.R.E. Yeah, why they give you a podcast? Hey, N.O.R.E. The nigga was like, I'll go with you, right?
I'll go with you.
And
he's 10 million, whatever. He's
50 #1 hits in a row.
But 50 is killing him on the streets. In the radio, he's the biggest thing in alive. So we walking through the mall, and I'm chilling. You know, it's nothing. This is my brother. I ain't thinking nothing of it. I just heard, you bit. And I'm like, the first time, I'm like, I'm gonna act like I ain't hear that one. You feel me? Because I'm like, I know that ain't for me. So I'm gonna just keep walking. This is my homie. All right, let's keep going. I heard it again. Now this time, this is when the sweats come down. You know what I mean? You know when that one piece of sweat.
But what Ja Rule was doing? He just kept walking.
No, he ignored the first one too. We both ignored the first one.
Just kept it moving.
But the second one was like, and you could tell it was like a white boy. He was just a fan and just wanted to say this.
All right, let's just say let's just say.
But my point is, I stuck with Ja Rule.
You supposed to.
Right.
Now, let's just say that's what real friends do, and this business is built on fake friends.
Yep.
So let's just keep it 1,000. So they say the real recognize the real. The truth is, we gotta flip that around and say the fake recognize the fake. Yep. Because if you real in this industry, then it's almost like you got AIDS.
Yeah, taboo.
It ain't no realness in this shit.
Right.
Just know that, right? So we celebrate the real, but it's hard.
Right.
Because if you analyze the shit that be going on, you can't make no sense of it.
Right.
Right? So let's just say DMX probably had it the worst.
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to see where you're going.
DMX has demons. Yeah. DMX has been using and abusing drugs. He almost died last week.
He was supposed to call in tonight.
He almost died.
He called me about that.
Do you know he almost died last week?
Yeah.
I sent the pastor to his hospital. I was.
You send a pastor to his hospital? You send a pastor to his hospital. That's like a whole other podcast by itself.
Because you know why? I'm gonna be honest with you.
N.O.R.E
You know what can
crazy, my nigga.
You know what can say?
It's
a fact.
Who's the pastor?
What
pastor do you do?
Let me tell you. I was smoking weed with DMX one night, 4 o'clock in the morning. First off, I got a record from DMX when he was 10 million. When he was 10 million. When he was 10 million, I got a record with DMX.
You say Kirk Franklin?
I'm not coming. I'm not coming no more. I know I'm going to get in trouble in all the blogs for fucking with y'all. I'm not coming back. Y'all get it all out.
Yo, listen.
Get it all.
One time, this is 100%.
Yo, y'all gotta stop.
You gotta hear my DMX story now. I got a whole long DMX story. Yo, Joe, this nigga sold 10 million at the time.
He was the greatest.
His manager is Ali. Ali is my brother.
Ali's
we know Ali.
Salam alaikum, Ali.
Ali went on tour with me. He did everything. This is my brother. But Ali used to sell rims in Queens. That's how we know him from back in the days. Remember? He used to work right down in Long Island, not in Queens. In Long Island.
Muslim militia.
Ali is the best, man.
So check it.
Family.
So check it. I'm on Def Jam. So I called Def Jam and I said, yo, I need y'all to book my flight to go see DMX. I'm going to fly out on Monday and I'm going to return on Wednesday. So Tina Davis, who is Chris Brown's manager, Tina Davis calls me and says, nobody does a record with the dog that easy. But mind you, I seen DMX in River Park Towers 4 o'clock in the morning, niggas are throwing refrigerators out of, you know what, River Park Towers in the Bronx, by the way. This is not Queens. I got family in River Park.
My cousin Damon and Levi live in River Park.
Do you understand how it sounds when a fucking refrigerator drops? Boom, boom! And these niggas is just standing around. This is what they do for fun in River Park Towers, right? DMX come through there at 4 o'clock in the morning. I see niggas gonna try. Bottom line, nah, that's not happening. I'm gonna die just to make sure he's good. Me and X is good. He sold 10 million at this time. This is the hottest thing in the world.
DMX.
So I say I'm going to LA.
I think DMX the first nigga to drop 2 albums in 1 year.
This is
that
this
was
time.
selling a half a million
time.
first week. Like disgusting shit he was doing.
So Def Jam.
I told you about that Method Man too. I told you I be trying to school my son about that.
So look,
that shit, boy.
So Tina Davis said to me, who is Chris Brown's manager now, I think, or used to. She won't put him on. But she says to me, nobody flies into LA on Monday, records with DMX on Tuesday, and then flies out on Wednesday, N.O.R.E. And I'm like, I'm N.O.R.E. I'm like, you crazy? This is my man.
She was right.
Hold on. Wait till I go with this. I didn't even see this nigga till Thursday, my nigga. At all. We in the same hotel. We both got the presidential suites in the W in Westwood. He got the 2-door one. I got the other one with the 1 door, right? I don't even see this nigga, right?
You next door to this nigga.
I'm next door to this nigga, right? This nigga knocks on my door 4 o'clock in the morning. Thursday morning, 4 o'clock, which means that's 7 a.m. New York time. Knocks on my door. Boom, boom. Yo, dog, you ready, dog? So I'm like, holy shit. Hell yeah, I'm ready. I know, but this is for a CNN record, too. It's not like a N.O.R.E. record. This is CNN. This is hood to hood. I gotta get this shit done. He didn't knock on Capone's door. He knocked on my door.
That's what it
takes. Yo, let me tell you.
Mind you, N.O.R.E. was already platinum.
Yes, but
CNN
I need this
was
record.
Gold.
Oh yeah, but I need this record.
He had to get the job
this is
done.
This is what your man had to do. Listen what I had to do. The nigga works me up. We go downstairs. Got 6 cars downstairs, right?
4 days later.
So this is just 4 days. It's Thursday. I flew out Monday. I didn't even see the nigga till Thursday. 4 o'clock in the morning, which is technically Friday. The niggas, 6 cars is downstairs. I tell my niggas, wake up, bring the car out. My car comes out. He's like, no. You driving with me. So I'm like, all right, I heard about this nigga with this driving shit. Fuck it, slime, this is what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do, right? This is what you, shut the fuck up. Yo, if anybody ever stayed at the W Hotel in Westwood, we drove 6 cars, right? Plus my 2, from the W Westwood all the way around, right to Ralph's parking lot. Which, like, we could have walked there.
So you went around the whole shit to stop
just to go to right across the street, the park. But he's a driver. He wants to drive there. He doesn't want to walk there. So we pull out. The guy goes, "You like cars?" I'm like, "Yeah." He pulls out like $7,000 worth, like the real expensive remote control cars. So I'm like, "Oh shit!" But what I'm gonna say? I don't want to do this. I need this verse. So I'm sitting there with the remote control cars. I'm acting like I like remote control. I hate remote control fucking cars. He's $10 million at the time. So I'm like, cool, I did it. Boom, he just drives off. It's over. Never see him again. Right? Boom, the next day he hits me. Let's go, N.O.R.E. I'm like, all right, it's gonna happen. Mind you, Def Jam's calling me every day. We got the session locked out, $3,000 a day for Monday. Def Jam's like, yo, I'm like, now I can't, but I don't want to tell them they were right. Yeah. So I'm like, chill, just chill. This motherfucker's like, yo, let's go. He took me to Dublin's. Now I didn't know at the time Dublin's was a fucking pool hall. Right? I'm thinking Dublin's might be the studio we was going at. Mind you, I never seen the studio.
Like an Irish pool.
Paying 3 racks every day. We went, he goes to a pool. The second favorite thing I hate in life.
Oh my God.
I don't fucking play fucking pool. Playing pool. Boom. I'm sitting there acting like I like pool again. Fucking Sunday morning, we're just hanging out. Still don't get the verse. But he's hanging with me. I know he's not dissing me. Yeah. Some random dude just walks on the street. He's like, yo, DMX. DMX like, what up, dog? He's like, I got a studio right here. He's like, yo, N.O.R.E, look at that. We got a guy with a studio. I swear to God, if I'm done, God strike me down.
Like the nigga know, y'all gotta do a song, but he just love your company. And he's just like, yes.
Joe Crack, I kid you not, he met somebody off the fucking street, random, and was like, yo, we're gonna use this studio. I'm like, the dog, he's like, that's what you've been looking for, right? I said, dog, I had the studio booked since Monday. We go in there. You know, here's the crazy shit. The nigga start laying his verse. Boom, boom, he's killing it. Me and Paul looking at each other like, we got it. All of a sudden, the music is just dead, right? And nobody's in the studio saying nothing. So I'm sitting around, you know me, I'm like, I'm a control freak, I'm sorry, I can't help it. So I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, everybody's dead. I'm saying that. I'll open this shit. This nigga is laid out.
Knocked out.
Sleep in the middle of his verse.
Yo, my God.
So everybody's like, yo, nobody fucks with the dog while he sleeps.
Yeah.
Now I just paid this hood nigga too. I paid the whole week. And I just paid the hood nigga, cause I'm like, he's like, yo, I'll do it for you for free. I'm like, nah,
yo, but
man.
He fell out.
I need all my files.
How many bars he got in?
He was like 6.5.
Damn.
He was like 6.5.
Damn, that ain't enough.
Let
me tell you real quick.
Go ahead.
The nigga, we in Jimmy's Cafe, the nigga DMX come up in there, and he sees Tony Sunshine. And the nigga had like a love fest. Oh my God. Tony Sunshine. I fucking love you. I'm like, nigga doing he doing all that shit, right? So we in the bathroom. We in the bathroom. In the bathroom. Jimmy's Cafe. Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Oh, Tony, I gotta work with you. Yo, the shit. Yo, N.O.R.E. I gotta work with you. Same shit, right? So this is DMX, exactly what he talking about. Nigga was selling 1 million records a week, nigga, like out of this world. So Tony signed me. I'm like, yo, great, like let's work. Like, what do you want to do? I fly Tony to LA.
Okay, I gotta hear the story.
Same exact
Nothing happened.
shit. Tony hanging out with the nigga. In fact, I think I sent Tony and Macho. Tony and Macho to get it done. And Macho really trying to get it done.
Yeah, he's
right. So that nigga's like, yo, he ain't happy. He don't like nothing. So the nigga calling me back every day. He's like, yo, B, this nigga got us on the run around. This. The nigga Tony Sunshine, they finally same shit. I think that was his gimmick.
Right.
A week later, nigga, I forgot them niggas was in LA. Like, a week later, the nigga Macho called me. He was like, yo, Crack, you ain't gonna believe this shit, God. I said, what happened? He said the nigga started rapping and went to sleep. No, swear to God. And I was like, what? He said, yo, that nigga out. Like if a nigga hit him with a hammer. And niggas was telling the same shit. Yo, you can't wake the dog up. Yo. Nobody wake the dog up right now. Yo, that nigga Mops was like, man, fuck these niggas.
Yo, listen, I'm a foul nigga. I tried.
So what happens is, all right, the scary thing about this story, right, is that these stories is, in music, until you're not a bread maker, when you a bread maker, somebody like rest in peace Whitney Houston, they was letting her get away with the wildest shit because niggas work for them and they scared to tell them like, yo, chill, you bugging out.
Because that's they check.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's how good is your check
it's horrible.
If you work for Fat Joe and you letting him kill himself, deteriorate himself, and you thinking about your check right now, but at the end of the day, all checks is gone when I'm gone. And it's an enabler. This shit is crazy, my nigga.
And let me get back. Let me just tell you, the reason why, because my grandmother had passed away, and my grandmother passed away, a pastor, he was out there. He was. Listen, this is a fact.
No, I'm sorry, but the pastor shit.
Nah, he was like the hip hop pastor. Like he was quoting verses at my grandmother's fucking funeral. Like 100%. And like you don't have fun at a funeral. Like I'm looking up, he was quoting lines, hip hop lines, and I was like, yo, I said, yo, give me your number. I said, yo, I need you.
You're his manager?
No, I told him I'm gonna need him for. I was gonna put him on a Drunk Uncle project, but then I thought about it. I was like, I'm way too negative, to squeeze in something positive.
Yo, I need this nigga.
But I held his.
Let me leave him because of Plata Sin Plomo, I could get the nigga to talk some shit.
This is real.
Where he's just talking that shit.
And so look, so now let me tell you. Now
you might get shot at the end of this.
One time, yeah. So look, one time we're all in LA, we smoking weed, drinking, whatever, and in the middle of all that, DMX said, yo, can you brothers do me a favor? Can you put all that down?
And pray?
And pray.
No, he want to do that.
And
DMX do that to me every time I see him.
He pray. So
he want to pray.
Yeah, he'll pray for
you.
He's
a preacher.
Yeah, so I figured maybe he hear it from somebody else. So I put him on with the this is 100%. And you my friend, and we ain't never speak about this. We ain't never speak about it. This is real shit. I love DMX. He knows I love him, so
every time I see him, we gotta pray, man.
Right, yeah, no, he prays for me, man.
But I don't understand, like, I don't get it, man. He's a complicated dude, and it's like, it's sad, man, because people really love him.
Yeah.
Sometimes people love you and you deal with so many demons and depression, but they can't even affect you with, like, sometimes I'm having a shitty day, and even if I'm Fat Joe and niggas saying, yo, I love you, your music is great, I still feel like shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So people got to deal with their own things their own way.
But when you got drugs involved, it's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah. So we got to just pray. We got to pray.
It's a whole
I had a pastor when I lived in the projects and shit. And the nigga would always talk to me. And then we just wild niggas and shit before rap music and all that. And the nigga would talk to me and pray all the time. He was also the worked for housing. He was the sweep, you know, custodian nigga, right?
Right.
So he would always talk to me and Joey, you know, you need to change your life and this and this and that. And what was crazy is the time when I had got shot, and I got shot maybe 15 blocks from my block. Like I wasn't around my hood, but while I'm laying, you know what I'm saying, getting shot, laying, the fucking pastor who used to work in my projects, as I'm running and shit like that, he's out there praying for me. Like the nigga literally is, like I see him, like I'm like, what the fuck the pastor doing over here? He's praying, Joey, it's time to come to God. Wow. You know I was out there praying. You know I was out there praying, right? So I'm like, yeah, pastor, you know, I've always been a respectful nigga and shit. So I'm like, yeah, pastor, boom. So I remember one time, the police was so mad at me. To this day, they still mad, right? Because they couldn't catch me. Right. So they would hear shots fired, fat nigga with red hoodie. You know, like they knew what was going on. They just couldn't pin it on a nigga and they was just so fucking heated, right? So I remember one time we had some beef and we standing in front of the building and we strapped. I mean like super strapped, right? We it's ready to go down, right? And we got no clue. We just talking about how we gonna go over here, handle our business, whatever. So the pastor come over, he got his shit. He said, yo, Joey, he said, don't look, don't act like you talking to me. I said, yo, what's up, pastor? And we act like we talking. He was like, there's so many cops on both sides of this building. They're about to rush y'all. Wow. This is the pastor. I don't even think, he ain't supposed to do that, right? When you in church.
Nah, he's supposed to do that.
He's supposed to?
Listen, if you want to relate to the community, you got to be a part of the community.
He wants to, yeah.
You got to be a part of it.
Yo, so this nigga tells me, right? So I'm like, word? He's like, yo, they on that side and that side. So this nigga I was cool with, it's a real pastor.
It's a real pastor.
This nigga I was cool with live on the first floor, right? I ain't gonna give him no props, give him say his name. But I'll tell niggas, it was like 3 of us had hammers. I was like, yo, and like the count of 3, nigga, we boogie and we diving in homeboy's window, nigga. Right. So my nigga, we just said, wow, we went, we took off. We all jumped in the window, right? So we shut the window down. You hear the cops like 1 minute, where did they go? Because everybody else ran. But we got away, we had the hammers, but we under the window like a movie, like the window's over us. And we like, and you hear these niggas, there was like 20, 30 cops and both, like how did these niggas get away, right? They bugging out, they on both sides. So if I ran around this building, they'll catch me on this side, or they bugging out, like how does niggas get away, right? Right. So we sitting up there, my man's mom's, her name was Chiquitina. I'll never forget, she came over to me, she was like...
She sounds gangster.
She said, in Spanish, she told me in Spanish, but I'll tell you in English, she was like, you guys are bringing heat to my house? Yo, smack my cheek off.
Dog shit out of you.
Yo, my shit, like, boom. You making my shit hot. Yeah. I should call the cop. We're like, no, Chiquitina, please. Please don't call the cops, you motherfuckers. This was like, Chiquitina, please, don't say that. But we got away with it. We could never jump in the window again, but the pastor helped me get away.
That's right. Clifford Howard Daniels is our pastor that I sent.
Is that the one you sent to DMX?
Absolutely, man. Because you know what? I believe in what religion you believe for you.
Right.
Whatever religion, if you like.
So you felt you were sending what he
prefers.
What he's into. Like I'm gonna send you what you're into.
Listen, he prayed for me. Like this is Source Awards weekend in LA where we was on that shit. Like I wish a nigga would. Like you know what I mean? Right. Like I'm from New York. I'm going to leave with my jury. Like that's my word. That's how I felt at that time. So my mind frame. He also saved me. Like. When we landed,
DMX?
When we landed, we seen Eve and all this shit. Like, so we out there, we seen like bitches, like you know, like rap bitches, and they fucking with me. I got that record out. That Super Thug was killing them. So I'm thinking it's love. It's not love. That nigga DMX came to my man. This is 100% real story. He said, "The dogs gotta watch the dog. So if the dogs is with the dogs, then the dogs ain't gonna want try the dog. So if the dog's always around the dogs stay with the dogs, and the dog can never come around by itself. The nigga gives my people's 5. As soon as he walk away, I'm like, this nigga certified crazy. My man from the Bronx, 22, Ronald Joyner is his real name. 22 is my brother. He said, I understood everything. I said, what?
There was sense to that.
He said,
there was sense to that.
He said, look, like the rapper's the target. And then me and Pone rented a Jag, I rented a Porsche, and then we rented like a 15-passenger van to stay behind us. You feel me? So the dog said, make sure the dogs is always around the dog. Don't ever let the dog come out by itself, which means don't let the nigga walk by itself. Like it doesn't matter. Like N.O.R.E's a real nigga, Pone's a real nigga, but they got jury on. That's what it's gonna attract to them. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, wow. When I deciphered it, I was like, this nigga's mad smart. Like, he's super smarter than
we give him credit for.
Than what people give him credit for. Like, you know what I'm saying? And super hood. But, first of all, I want to thank you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, man, this was a long podcast.
Yeah, no.
I need like a
It could have been longer.
Yeah,
it could be longer. It could be longer.
Yeah. We could talk to you for days,
Easily.
first off.
But you already say you're not coming back. So
we gotta call this shit like the Bible or some shit. It gotta be like chapters of the
foul Bible. The foul Bible. Let's go with that.
here for Matthew 49.
Before you bounce, I got something personal.
Please,
this is personal shit.
Okay.
So you know, as Latinos, we grow up and we grasping, like we said, Jose Luis Gacho. We grasping onto that.
Yeah.
Right.
As Latinos. So, and then as Latinos, then we sub-grasp. I'm Cuban, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm Dominican. Then we trying to find those cats in the game. So but then I find out. Let me find out. I'm Cuban. Fat Joe's half Cuban.
You should have known that from day one.
No, I knew that early on, but it wasn't represented in the music. So I was like, is he really? Is this
I don't know
true?
how to represent Cuban in the music. So
what's the story behind that is my question.
Because the only way I'll break it all down to you, right? The only way to break it down to you is if we did Cuban, we would have to do, come on everybody, won't you do that? Conga.
Come on, man.
I'm being real, nigga. Like that's what it would be, my nigga. So it's like,
but is there a reason? Like, is it like the Puerto Rican side of your family is really where you grew up in?
What happened is my father's Cuban, my mother's Puerto Rican. My Cuban side of my family was from Miami, was from like Jersey. They was from Jersey, then they moved to Miami. So I grew up with the Puerto Ricans mostly.
Right.
Like really with the Puerto Ricans, with my mother, my father, and everything. But I never denied that I was Cuban in any way, shape, or form. But I screamed Puerto Rico so loud that Cubans didn't see it. But if you go back to 1993 when I came out and you read, hey, there's a new rapper on the set. He's Puerto Rican and Cuban from day one.
So I never.
Oh, no. Go catch it. I'm sure they on the internet somewhere.
Like for example, Curious George, when he said I'm half Castro, half whatever, like he said it in a line, and I'm like,
I didn't know what he meant.
No, I knew it because I'm Cuban. And then when Cypress Hill was saying Cuban Spanish, like they was.
Wait, Cypress Hill is Cuban?
Yes,
I thought they was Mexican.
Yeah, me too.
Like Curious George, I thought he was.
But
Puerto
I'm originally
Rican.
from the same hood as Cypress Hill because I'm originally from LA. So, but when they was speaking Spanish. And they had that song, I forget the Latin Lingo. It wasn't Latin Lingo, it was the other record on their album. Tres X. They were saying singa and this and that, and it was like, you're Cuban. Like we knew it as Cubans. I'm like, these dudes ain't Mexican, they Cuban.
Well, breaking news.
I just found out that they're Cuban.
My father, I always thought they was Mexican.
No.
I knew Mellow Man Ace was Cuban.
Of course he's Cuban.
He rapped Cuba. Mellow Man Ace.
I learned
mad shit. No, he rapped Cuba.
And his brother is Sendog, and Be Real's, I think he's half Cuban, half Mexican. I think.
Well, me personally, I get a little, I'm glad we had this conversation, but I get slightly offended because I know I've been representing the Cubans since, even the song me and you had, I've been representing Cubans since day one. So my thing is well documented. Like if you go back to my interviews from day one, it'd be like father Cuban, mother Puerto Rican, right? But I did grow up with my Puerto Rican side more. So I always rap Cuban. I have brothers and sisters from Cuba. I brought back 9 brothers and sisters from Cuba over here. You know, I don't even know how to explain. While they were there, I was supporting them, building homes for them niggas so they could live. Like, you can't keep it realer than me. My father's Cuban, the worst kind of Cuban you can have. Like, he'll argue with you politically for 10 hours. Like, my family, so... You know, I always bugged out when I bumped into a Cuban and they was telling me like, yo, I ain't know you was Cuban. I was like, so you obviously...
I knew that early on. Like, there was a...
I was like, you ain't pay attention.
Yeah, no.
You ain't pay attention.
Maybe not when you said it originally, like 90...
So let's just say
I've heard
Cuban Link. So, you know, you meant like why we didn't say Cuban
Before
name
Cuban Link,
or
I
a
knew
song
you were
called
Cuban.
Cuban Link, right? But Cuban Link, he wanted to rap Cubans and you ain't really want to hear that. You really ain't want to hear. Come on, everybody, want you to do that? If we would have let that nigga go,
I didn't want to hear that.
If we would have let that nigga go, he'd have threw on the choir. I'm like, yo, my nigga, we terrorist squad, South Bronx killer niggas. Like, stop. He really wanted to be the first pit bull. To be honest with you, he wanted to with the shirt. He wanted to do that bad. And we was like, yo, my nigga, we kill nigga. I remember me and Pun used to argue with this thing. Yo, what the fuck you doing? What is this? But, you know, we can't. We make music for everybody. So you gotta know that we make music for everybody. So hip hop itself is a subculture, a sub-religion. Yeah. Right? I don't really get offended when white people say nigga that's a hip hop fan. I really don't, because they white niggas. But because hip-hop is one, you know, what is like a religion, I don't feel like, you know, a motherfucker, you gotta be Spanish, you gotta be black, you gotta be white, you gotta be Chinese, you gotta be... I just feel like, be proud of who you are. Course, yeah. Rep who you are, but make music for everybody. Of course. And that's some of the problems we've had with Latino rappers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I don't know how they ain't more successful Latino rappers because we put the blueprint out there.
Right. We've been from the beginning.
No. Right. No. Hip-hop is not black music. It's black and Latino music originally.
From the beginning.
Right. Day one.
Yes, day one.
That's not the discussion.
Right.
I'm saying Fat Joe, Big Pun, N.O.R.E, we put the blueprint.
Cypress.
Right. Like, of course, Cypress, but I'm saying Cypress. So what I'm saying, yeah, we took their blueprint. Right? Like, just keep it real, but it's out there. So what's the excuses? Cypress Hills, they performing for white people, black people, Chinese. They're like, how can I kill a man? But a nigga want to come and he want to make straight Latino music. I sit down, especially West Coast Latino rappers. Whenever I sat down with them and I have one-on-one with them, because I always want to give niggas knowledge, I sit down and be like, yo, papi, I know you Mexican. Right. We want you to rap Mexican, but make music for everybody. Exactly.
But, you know, it's different politics on the West Coast.
Nah, but you got to be the biggest nigga. I mean, I think if there was a fly, handsome Mexican nigga spitting that shit, spitting that shit, black girls, white girls, everything would fucking love this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be a barrier. You shouldn't... Never. You shouldn't enclose yourself to a certain category.
Not at all.
And that's how, you know, I always approach the game. And me also, I came from a neighborhood that was 99.9% black. So imagine if you see a pack of black lions or black panthers in the jungle, and this nigga will non-stop calling, bro. You see a pack of Black Panthers and you see one white panther with them, that was always Fat Joe.
Nah, we heard stories that you'll be the only one in there.
The only Spanish white nigga with blonde hair with 500 black niggas just walking through.
He was the only Puerto Rican and I was the only Queens dude in the Bronx. Like people
true.
People used to be like, why are you here, N.O.R.E?
No. I used to be like, why are you? Sure, are you sure you okay, N.O.R.E? I'm 10 minutes away. I'm just 10 minutes. Like, what the fuck was he doing?
I always have that.
But now, that's just the way, that's the way I was raised. So I was raised in a community where it was all black. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, like I consider myself black too.
Right.
Like, as weird as it sounds, I'm proud to be Latino. I waved the flag.
You've been in the black delegation. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm serious.
No, I understand. Facts.
Like, I'm black.
Right.
It's weird because I tell black people that all the time, and they be like, "Yo, what do you mean?" Like, nigga, I'm black, nigga. Like, what you? I'm blacker than you, because you want to be a black white guy. I'm a Spanish black nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
No, hell yeah, I understand.
Nigga, you want to be a Harvard black nigga. Nigga, I'm black, nigga.
See, me, I had it worse because, like, I would hang out with the black people, then I would go with the Puerto Ricans, and they'd be like, Cocolos, Moreno, and then I had to go to, then I gotta go with the black people, and they got their specs and all of these jokes, and it was like,
and you in the middle.
I'm in the middle, like I'm going to end
No, I want to tell you a story.
The Latin Kings, right?
This
is a fact.
This is a classic.
The Latin Kings. I'm in jail.
I got a super Latin King story.
I'm in jail, right?
Oh,
the Latin Kings,
God.
they doing some shit for the dentist, right? I'm in jail, right?
What they doing for the dentist?
No, what they doing
praying for him?
No, they're recruiting every Spanish person in the unit, but what they're doing is saying that you gotta go to the dentist in jail, right? Mm-hmm. So these dudes come and they're like, Victor Santiago. So I stand up. For the people who don't know, that's my name. Super Puerto Rican. Right?
No, that's straight Puerto Rican.
So I stood up, and the dude's like, not you. So I sat back down. Then they go, Victor Santiago. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going to keep standing up. And then they're like, but not you, right? So the third time, they're like, Victor Santiago. I'm like, yo, I'm not standing up again. They're like, yo, you're Victor Santiago? That's my name. So, like the guard, the CO nigga was down with he was a Latin king too.
He was a Latin king.
He's a Latin king
he
too.
Was.
So they pull me in the dentist. The niggas put all razors to me. Like, yo, you Cuban? I'm like, no. They're like, you Dominican? I'm like, no. They're like, well, what the fuck are you? Why the fuck is your name Victor Santiago? So I'm like, yo, I'm Puerto Rican and black. They're like, dang. Can't really be down with us. They said, but they got the razors to me. I can't do nothing. They actually set me up where, like, when you sit on the dentist chair.
Couldn't move, yeah.
I couldn't move. So I'm like, they said, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make you a neta. I had never heard what a neta was.
Nieta.
They said, we're going to make you a neta. Because they see my sheet. My sheet was clean.
Official.
But I'm trapped. There's nothing I can do. Doesn't matter what my sheet says.
You gotta get out of there.
So they're like, we're gonna make you a neta. And I say, yo, my dude, I'm that neutral people. Like, I'm both. I can't, listen, I go to the yard. I love handball. Sorry. I'm nice. Pun beat me in handball one time.
No.
I never.
You hated that? You never recovered?
Listen.
Yo, Pun beat you in handball.
In his death, I was like, yo, I had to get my rematch. like when he died, I was like, yo, I needed my rematch. Like, fat niggas is the best niggas in handball. I don't know if you know that. Big Mano?
Eddie Giggs kills the game.
No, Eddie Giggs is a fat guy, and he's great in it. Me and you, we play handball.
We play handball.
Yo, we got serious at one point.
Yo, I came out of jail. The nigga N.O.R.E. said, yo, we got to play handball.
Yes.
And we went somewhere out here and played handball.
See, people don't know this about me. I thought I was a handball expert until, like, anybody that's like Pun beat me in handball. I never
oh my God.
I never actually forgave him.
Pun has superhuman strength.
Even in death, I'm like, I still need like God bless, because hopefully I whatever. But when we see each other in heaven, that's probably the first thing I'm gonna say to him. Rematch, motherfucker. Yo, I love you, man.
Nigga,
how's heaven? This is how it's gonna go. Yo, I love you. How's heaven? Rematch. Immediately,
handball,
I wanna all right. So listen. That being said, we all Latinos. Mm-hmm. I want to end it on who's your favorite Latino besides Pun, besides N.O.R.E, besides Joe, because it would be unfair. So my favorite Latino who hit me. Kid Frost.
Kid Frost is the OG.
That's my favorite.
That's the OG.
When I heard, this is for the raza.
You thought he was dope.
I don't know. I see something different here. Something different here.
I'm sorry. Big up to Scoop DeVille. His
Scoop
son.
DeVille's a legendary.
But that was
I'll take Scoop DeVille.
That was my favorite.
I knew Kid Frost since I started. He was on Relativity too.
Get out of here.
And on Easy's label, on Ruthless.
Yeah, I couldn't.
I thought he was on Ruthless. I never knew he was on Relativity.
Ruthless, and then and then after Relativity.
I couldn't really.
You couldn't get with Kid Frost?
Nah, because he was like, I met the real Kid Frost, and I was just like,
oh,
it's
there's
amazing.
A different person.
What's that? What's that?
Oh, we don't know this story. We was trying to let you go, but now you got it. You went in.
You already went
out. You already. It's already wet. You gotta go.
I couldn't do that. But all I could say is that back to the West Coast, they look at shit different than we look at it.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm hanging out with I'm gonna just tell you the miniature version of it because I wouldn't do that to you.
I already know where this is
going
to go.
He comes to New York, so I'm like, yo, I gotta salute the Mexican homies. So I take him to Jimmy's Cafe and we walk down the block.
Big up Jimmy's Cafe.
All you know, as we walking out, everybody like, yo, Crack, what's up, my nigga? Yo, Crack, what's up? So I'm walking, I'm dapping everybody, and we walk like half a block. And he says, yo, Joe, can I talk to you, Holmes?
And this is Kid Frost.
Not Kid Frost. Okay, I'm with him. I got him in New York, feeding him. We chilling, brothers. I don't really fuck with the black guys like that, bro.
That's the problem
I'm like,
on the West Coast.
I'm like, what? He's like, no, man. I see you talking to all these guys. I'm bugging out. I'm like, yo, no, nigga. I fuck with the black niggas.
In New York.
And that was a once in a life. You know, we hung out one time. He's probably over there saying, fuck Fat Joe. He hang out with the black guys. I couldn't, but, I couldn't. Spanish dudes, they influence me.
Well, not influence you, or even just you think that it's hard or high or dope.
The hardest niggas ever. Somebody who impressed me. Can I say two?
Yeah, you can.
And I always say him, but somebody who impressed me at a young age, who was a fly nigga, was Tito from the Fearless Four. And the rumors I used to hear about him when I was a young kid was like he was getting money, he was a fly nigga, fucking all the bad bitches. And the Fearless Four was, an amazing rap crew. Yep. He's somebody I looked up to. Even to this day when I see him, I'll be like, yo,
Hold on, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta make noise for Joe being super hip hop on his first pick.
Yep.
Some of these niggas is like, what the fuck is the Fearless Four niggas?
Tito from the Fearless Four, boy.
That's real. Like
he was a fly nigga.
You're a real hip hopper. Like,
no, I am.
You just really showed the world just now how hip hop you are. Cause niggas is Googlers. Again, they Google us.
Google that nigga.
They Google us.
And I'm gonna tell you a secret, right? When we was shooting the video John Blaze in Queens, we was shooting it all.
No, John Blaze, I was there. It was in Brooklyn.
Williamsburg.
Greenpoint.
So it was Pun's birthday.
Listen, me and Nas was beefing. Hold on. Do you remember this? Me and Nas was beefing. And you called me to squash the beef with Nas. Do you remember that? And that's why and when Nas' verse plays, I'm the only person that's in the verse with Nas. Because I think I hung out with Cormega or some bullshit.
Nah, what happened
This is when you love Nas.
So he goes like, yeah, Nas, man. Love Nas. He's a special guy, too. So, he's a special guy. So,
and me and Nas stopped talking, and you called me and was like,
and squashed it.
That's your brother.
So we turned around and
this is real shit right here.
Yeah, so
shit. We gave
all the way.
Nah, we gave him too much real.
Yeah.
So
this is 2 segments.
The nigga Tito from the Fearless Four came out of nowhere to the video, and he had a cake. He knew it was Pun's birthday. He never met Pun.
Oh, what video is this now?
John Blaze.
Okay,
John
was
Blaze, there.
Okay.
So he comes in the trailer, and he brings out a cake, and the nigga pulls out a bunch of $100 bills and put them like candles on the cake. Wow. This Tito Fearless, he wasn't even a rapper no more. Like, he was beyond OG.
Still getting money.
Still getting money. Threw up the $100.
That's the name of the record that we're doing, by the way. It's still called Still Getting Money.
All right. I'm telling you.
It fit good.
Yo, your man's a savage. Listen, so your man turned around, and I'm explaining to Pun who it is, and it's Tito. He's the original.
Pun didn't know him?
He didn't really know him. Right. So I go like this, your Pun, he's like the nigga, the first nigga, this, that, fly, Spanish nigga. Tito lit up all the fucking fucking $100 bills and Pun blew it out. We ate the cake. Tito's a stand-up guy, man. He's a beautiful person.
You said 2.
2.
What's the next
and I gotta give it to Cypress Hills
Oh,
because
like, we both came into the West Coast. I'm sorry, I didn't know Kid Frost, the thing about Kid Frost, but I'm still a
and you didn't know Cypress was Cuban too.
And I didn't know Cypress anyway, Kid Frost, I mean, his music was dope.
Just N.O.R.E.
And he was representing the roster.
I love it because you know why? You know, I actually understand it. I did a movie. It's a horror flick called Seven Mummies. I don't recommend you see it. Trash. I did it for Nick Queston. You remember Nick Queston? Yeah, well, Nick Queston. He the first 2 videos I ever shot in my life.
He shot it, so you felt loyal.
Was LA and TNY. So he told me to come to Arizona. I did. N.O.R.E. from Training Day.
No, don't say no more, niggas. Yeah. The Mummy, nigga. But
yeah, the Mummy. It's fucked up. It was fucked. I ain't gonna front. I fucked and then they killed me. Like I played the black guy in the horror film.
You died.
Like,
my favorite role is in Paid in Full. Right. When N.O.R.E. comes over to the car.
You know I freestyled that whole shit.
Oh man,
I freestyled the whole shit.
That's legendary role.
Well, to bring
that was like your Samuel Jackson moment, but go ahead, man.
All right, so we'll go there. We'll go there. So look, so N.O.R.E., me and him got mad cool. Like I'm talking about, like he hung out in my trailer, I hung out in his trailer, and he's from East. I'm about to say East New York, East LA. So I flew to LA one time. I was like, yo, I want to go to your hood. He was like, he had to keep it real with me. He was like, nah. I was like, what?
Come over here.
You know, I go any hood, Joe. East New York, pink houses. I don't give a fuck. But when the person that's supposed to bring you there says,
they gotta have you.
Nah.
Or they gotta at least pretend like they can hold you down.
He said, your skin color. He said, I seen them kill Mexicans that skin is darker than yours. That's what he said.
But you know that's prison politics.
No, but in LA, prison politics run LA.
That's what I'm saying. It's spilled into the streets,
not in the black community.
No. All over the community.
So that fucked me up when I realized that for me. But Paid in Full, to get back to that, I actually auditioned for Alpo, and I didn't get it. Wood Harris, who was the person I spoke to in Paid in Full, who played AZ. Wood Harris. Yep. He came to me and he tried to prep me for the audition role. And when he prepped me for the audition, I took it too serious. You know, I got a fucking real actor sitting there telling me what to do, and I tried to do it too. I did 8 movies. I never got any movie from my audition. I'm not a practice guy.
You got the role.
You got it. If you say I got it, I'm good.
Read in front of the cameras, I'm whack too.
I'm good.
I'm whack on that. If you just say, yo, I want Fat Joe in this movie, I'm great.
I'm great. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
But I never read my lines. Like I read them, I memorize them because I'm God body. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I memorize them. And then I change them, because the thing about God body, if you really realize it, after you master your 120, you got to master your plus degrees. So to me, that's what hip hop was to me. It was a plus degree. It was an advance.
Is this 5% of shit?
No, we went from 5%.
I
gotta listen.
Oh, you just.
And first off,
listen,
I'm everything.
He want to say.
I believe in every culture.
You know, it's too late for me to go emphatically non-cipher, dog.
You can't do it.
In today's mathematics. I'm from Godsville.
That's what they called your hood, Godsville. They call my hood God City. They call my hood God City.
Godsville.
Right. And Left Rack City.
Tone Montana was the God top shit.
Yeah, because we brought some New York shit.
I'm from Kendall.
You're from Kendall. Yeah. You ain't had the dogs at Urban.
Nah, you wasn't in Kendall. Right. There's 1 or 2 niggas snuck down there, but they there. But Cypress Hills, because they did it big, and I remember when I first saw them, I thought they was from New York.
Get out of here.
Like, my nigga, they shot their video in New York.
And they had Cube in the
video. They had Cube in the video.
What video was that?
Killer Man.
And
they shot it in front of the Apollo and everything.
Everybody was discussing that. Are they from New York? Are they from LA? Where the fuck are they from?
Them niggas was like Cypress, like that, and they was in the hood. Like,
there's Cypress Hill in New
York, Killer Man.
And I was like,
oh my god.
There's Cypress Hill in both.
Cypress Hill's in
Queens,
no, East New York.
So and Q-Tip's in that video too, I think.
Wow.
My nigga, I thought them niggas was from New York. But I'm not gonna tell you I looked up to them because they was from New York. I'm just telling you, I wanna get high, so high. Them niggas was rocking. And I don't even get high. Them niggas was rocking, my nigga. Like I ain't even gonna lie. To this day, I probably look up to Cypress Hill still. Because I just feel like they really put it down the way I like it to be put down.
And still,
no corny shit
to this day.
No corny shit, no nothing.
You gotta
real raps
yours,
and beats.
You gotta say yours and we gonna wrap it up.
In terms of Latino rap?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, Cypress Hill's definitely for sure.
All right.
And Pun. Hands down, Pun.
Pun. You know, we're gonna end this on this.
Well, Pun the best Latino rapper ever lived.
I'll tell you right now.
I'm
gonna tell you
nobody close.
Real quick, when I heard him on Firewater.
Firewater?
Yeah, that was my first song. No, it was me, Raekwon the God, I had an Armageddon, and
okay, that's right.
That's the first song Pun ever came out.
I put that on a mixtape.
On your mixtape?
On my mixtape.
DJ
in
EFN,
Miami, nobody had ever heard. Let me tell you, nobody had ever heard anything. I put it on a mixtape here in Miami, and I was like, "This dude is fucking killing it."
Right.
I didn't know who he was.
The best.
But then I knew he was Latino. I was like,
we got one.
That's it.
We got one.
That's it because just so you know, at that same time, Big L's my favorite rapper.
Digging in the Crates crew. That's my brother too.
So
People
that's
don't
my
realize
other favorite
Fat
rapper.
Joe was a member of two crews with two of the greatest rappers of all time.
That's my other favorite rapper.
We know it's late, but make some fucking noise.
So that's where I'm like, this is it.
Yo,
we got him.
Yo, I've really. It's just almost like Chinks drugs.
Los Angeles, and Evangelist, and Angeles, and Banana.
Oh my God!
Like, I knew Pun was great. I didn't know he was the greatest until like after his funeral. I remember me standing there and crying at the and God bless the dead. Flex TS was the one who came and grabbed me because I didn't know what to do. Like, I just started crying. My mother came to the funeral. Keep it real,
I remember that.
Without me. My mom said. My mom didn't wait for me to come.
My mother went.
Yeah. My sister went.
Man from the bodega, like it was so crazy because the people who came to that funeral, it was like crazy, man. Like it was like people that from our community that never even talked to us was like, they were so proud.
Yes.
They was showing up and you was like, yo, that's my school teacher, So I'm sitting there crying and I walk by and my school teacher come and grab me and like, yo, be strong, this, that. Like, we touched so many niggas in that hood. It was crazy. Yeah. But it was like that too. I never forget too. At one point I was at Pun's funeral and I was crying and it was Ja Rule. And I looked up and it was Ja Rule. He was there one deep too.
Right.
He was like, be strong, crack. Don't worry, be strong. And that Pun shit was serious, man.
This is what I remember Flex grabbing me and just was like, yo, he's not suffering no more. And the crazy shit, I never seen Pun suffer. Like when Pun,
I never seen him
I know
suffer
we going too much, but we're gonna stop it soon. But when Pun used to have sleep apnea, like when he used to go like this, I used to think Pun was playing with me. Like, God bless me, because, now I know. But back then, I used to be like, damn, my fucking stories is boring.
Put people to sleep.
Like, yo, we would be talking like, yo, what's good? I'm like, oh.
Pun. All right, let's just get it on the record. Pun loved N.O.R.E. Pun loved N.O.R.E. and in a different way, in a special way.
Right. That was
and them niggas used to hang out. They used to chill every day.
We used to avoid Joe. That's when Joe said, because Joe was always militant. Like, he's always militant. He's the get money dude. Like, That's all he thinks about. Me and Pun, we wanted to have fun. We was younger. You know what I'm saying? Joe's our OG. It's a fact. So we used to be like on the road, everything. Like, and Pun smoked weed. He drank Coors Light. You know what I mean? Pun, and Joe, like this, like Joe you just started drinking. Like, really, like you just started leisurely drinking.
Yeah.
Like
I
back then, you
at
was
that time.
so serious. You was like every day. Like the engineers were scared of you. Everybody was scared.
I tell my son this too. I said, listen, bro. We was born with nothing, my nigga. And if we get the opportunity to go get it, let's not stop, nigga. Let's just go get it. And we can't make it. We gotta go get this fucking money, man. Because all the times we dreamed about getting money, all the times all we wanted was money. Niggas wouldn't give us a fucking ice cream. You know, we starving. Niggas got to chip in for 4 chicken wings and French fries. Now niggas is throwing this money at us. Like, what the fuck is we supposed to do? Let's go get this fucking money.
That's a fact.
And that's what I'm about right now. I'm in the car. My son rap. I'm in the car with him. I balked on him 2 minutes before I came here because he was like, yo, engineer ain't really doing it right. I'm like, nigga, you fucking crazy? Yeah. Like, I be rapping in closets, nigga. We're
gonna end it on this, Joe. Back in the days, you couldn't send a nigga an email. You had to run around with 2-inch
tapes like this.
Yo, that shit was like carrying a midget.
Yeah.
The real.
Yo,
still got the flow.
Yo, let me tell you something. I've never been to and this is my engineer right here, Hazardous Sounds, my producer, my friend. But I have never had a session with you unless I did 4 records. Keep it real. I'm gonna look away, so like I'm not giving you no sign. Am I lying?
Well, at least 4. I'll take it. At least 4.
At least 4, because you know why? It's not because. But back then, spending $1,500 on a lockout or $3,000 on a lockout, I had to do, 100% honest shit. I'm keeping it real. CNN War Report album was done over 2 years, but it was only like 5 to 7 sessions because we recorded 8, 9 records when we went in there. And Tragedy put us on.
But you had this wave, man. Your wave is like, special wave.
No, but what it was,
like y'all niggas, man, you could do whatever you wanted, N.O.R.E. N.O.R.E, you're a funny nigga. And then it was like, maybe he was bugging out, but to us it was like flows we never heard, right?
Right.
True.
This nigga ridiculous. Niggas talking about the nigga. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga saying? This shit hot. Nigga be like, yo.
You know what that came from?
What was the joint you did? And we gotta go.
We gotta go, yeah.
For 4 hours.
Would you keep talking? I gotta keep talking with you.
What was the joint you did? I think it was in the firm.
Yo, N.O.R.E. know this. N.O.R.E. know that. I'm leaving.
I'll
give you the story of that, and then we break out.
All right.
But listen, it goes, that one, right?
N.O.R.E. know this. N.O.R.E. know that.
That's the firm shit.
But N.O.R.E. know that. Why? Because N.O.R.E. I'm leaving.
That's the firm shit.
Yeah.
And there was another one you did for Nas, right? Was it Nas or Mobb Deep?
It was Blood Money. Blood Money's one
Blood Money
the one.
records.
Blood Money the one.
Well, we did that during the Firm album. The funny shit is
I'm not gonna lie to you. From the outside, and I don't know if you know.
Go ahead, tell me.
You was like the illest nigga right there. Like right there,
right.
When they snatched you up, because it was a big move for you.
And I had just shot niggas in they projects too. And they was like, and I kept hanging out there. They was like, what? This nigga's from Left Rackers. Left Rackers are getting money in hood 20 minutes. So
it's far.
And I kept hanging out. And I gotta give the love to Jungle. Jungle was the dude like, Jungle was like, we're fucking with him. We're fucking with the shooter. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Fat Joe, man.
What I'm saying is...
I said I was about to end it,
when I heard that song, they recruited you.
Right.
And you was just like, it was so ill. I was just like, yo,
and you know from them, my very first feature after that was the Pun record. My very first feature after that. I mean, Pun...
But you and Pun...
You know Pun's first words he ever said to me?
What'd he say?
He said, because it was in the session. This is the first words you ever said to me.
You going long.
You said, this is the first words you ever said to me. You said, y'all CNN, huh? He walked in, it's Unique Studios. It's Unique Studios. Nigga walks in, whoa, and then Pun walks in. He goes, y'all CNN, huh? I'm like, he said, which one of y'all niggas got shot? And then Pone raised his hand. And then y'all start comparing gunshot wounds and shit. I was like, this is very awkward. Pone shows his shit. And then he goes, which one of y'all is Puerto Rican? And I raised my hand. And this is 100% facts. I was just like, because I never met these niggas. I love this nigga, but I don't want him to think I'm a sucker. He just walked in my studio session. Clue told you to walk over, right? Buck Wild is doing the beat. Maybe we Buck Wild. And then Pun goes to me. He goes, yo, you Puerto Rican? And I go, yeah. He goes, so wipe the ice grill off, Papa. Because we're going to be friends. And from that moment, yo, the nigga made me laugh. From that moment, I was racist from that moment. Like, it was
That's awesome.
Some of the best people I ever met, man. Joe, I really appreciate you. You have never left me, you know. You've always been there for me.
I want to shout out the God Raekwon.
God Raekwon and K.
But just
and
know,
K is his birthday.
K is his birthday. Happy birthday, my brother.
Right.
But Raekwon the chef.
So, before you leave.
Top
so you're telling
5
me,
friends, top 3 friends in hip-hop ever.
You don't get the
N.O.R.E,
purple tape
Raekwon.
sneakers.
They jerked me.
So I have one up on you.
He called me first. I was out of town. I said, nah, I'll go get him, and I never got him, but I really need him.
I have one up on you.
Yeah, you got one up on me.
I sent you.
But he gonna give me one.
Yeah, I know, but for now.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So I'm an underground rapper. I'm with Digging in the Crates.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like on my second album. I'm on my first album. I came out same time as Wu-Tang. And I remember I was getting like $300 a show. I ain't know how they made money because it was 15 niggas for $300 a show. Right? I'm sure Ray got them stories, right? I'm like, damn, I start counting 13 niggas and shit. Like, these niggas must have got $15. Like, right? Shit fucked up, right? And then I remember Wu just super blew. And I wasn't big yet, and I remember anytime I would call Raekwon, and this nigga's like 4 platinum, I'd be like, yo, Ray, I need you on a song tonight, like Firewater. 10 minutes later, that nigga was in there. No funny style, kept the 10,000 with me. I remember one time I was in, Ray don't even remember this, y'all don't remember this, but I was in Staten Island, I had a show.
I remember you had a studio in Staten Island.
Yeah, we had the studio in Staten Island, but no, one time I had a show in the hood, early on, and I got into some shit with the Staten Island niggas. Like, it was about to pop off crazy. Like, yo, fuck y'all talking about, niggas ready to pop off. And the guard Raekwon was like, yo, it's my motherfucking brother, man. That shit ain't going down here, son. That shit, he talking that Wu-Tang shit. Niggas calm down ASAP, nigga. Fuck that, car. That shit ain't going down here, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, you know, so like N.O.R.E, I'm gonna say top 5. Because I got friends. You know what I'm saying? But I got you, top 5 brothers, my brothers that I love. This has always kept it real with me. Top 5 friends. You and Raekwon is in my top 5 friends.
Both of y'all in my
brothers. You know what I mean? Like,
not rappers.
Love you, not rappers. Nothing to do with that. Just like, you're my brothers. You could call me at any time. Ray call me at any time. It is what it is. If we never rapped and we knew each other from the block, we would still be brothers. So, you know, Raekwon is in that category. And trust me, it ain't too many niggas in that category.
Not for me neither. Not for me neither.
You know?
But, thank you, man. I always count on you, man. I want to say one more story.
I like your T-shirt.
Oh yeah, my shit is
I like
old
it a
school,
lot.
right?
I like it a lot.
This is hip hop. Let me check your sneakers out.
Nah, I got Tim's. You try to stun on me with the
wait, hold on. What are those?
These are just Tim's.
I've never seen those. Those is navy blue.
Oh my God.
3/4. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, listen, it doesn't matter because he'll never give me his sneaker connect. He'll give me everything else in the world, but the sneaker connect doesn't happen. Fat Joe, thank you for joining Drink Cat.
Let's do the interview. Hold on.
Yeah. To put him on the interview, whoever it is.
We'll do that.
Drink Chat.
What's up to the interview?
Yeah. LA.